Just allowing ourselves to come into this space, allowing the breath to help soften the body, releasing the jaw, releasing a couple layers at least of this tension. Just consciously releasing some of it. I don't know about you, but immediately I feel space inside when I do that. And then that's an opportunity to actually let this nourishing breath fill us a little bit deeper. To not let these stressful things come in as close. So just allow that breath, allow yourself to receive and notice the softening. Just be with that softening. It's okay to just be with that softening and recognize, gosh, yes, my face doesn't feel as tense. My jaw doesn't feel as tense. Maybe if I did this throughout the day, I wouldn't have so many headaches. Just be with that breath. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo is the book that we are taking a look at. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. This New York Times bestseller is described as having the life you want by being present to life you have. And I had the opportunity in 2023, last year, I believe it was May to October, I was able to study with Eckhart Tolle. And I'll tell you, just listening to him, just blew my mind. And then for this book to come and be our book this year is just really, really given me the opportunity to really set an intention to honor silence and stillness, this being present. So we're here in this community for women every single day. We're in our 6th year. The message we're offered for this day number 1888, 1888, is titled What Keeps Us from Shedding. We talked about yesterday, shedding. Releasing what no longer serves us, shedding our skin, creating space. So today, what keeps us from shedding? Often we give up our right to renewal to accommodate the anxiety of those around us. What? Say what? Let's hear it again. Often we give up our right to renewal to accommodate the anxiety of those around us. Do we recognize that? Just that alone is powerful. For sure, living is not easy. And living openly is both wondrous and dangerous. The fact is that shedding, no matter how useful or inevitable, always has a pain of its own. Unfortunately, there is no escaping this underside of growth. So it's not surprising that there are many feelings peculiar to human beings that prevent us from shedding what has ceased to work, including fear, pride, nostalgia, a comfort in the familiar, and I want to please those that we love. Often, we give up our right to renewal to accommodate the anxiety of those around us. Take a breath. Breathe with that. I don't know how to pronounce this word, so the Melanesians of the New Hebrides contend that this is how we lost our immortality. Sir James Frazer has preserved their story. It seems that at first, human beings never died, but cast their skins like snakes and crabs and came out with youth renewed. But after a time, a woman growing old went to a stream to change her skin. According to some, she was Alta Marama, change skin of the world. She threw her old skin in the water and observed that as it floated, it caught on a stick. Then she went home where she had left her child. But the child refused to recognize her, crying that its mother was an old woman, not this young stranger. So to pacify the child, she went after her old skin and put it on. From that time, human beings ceased to cast their skins and died. And so, when we cease to shed what's dead in us in order to soothe the fear of others, we remain partial. When we cease to surface our most sensitive skin simply to avoid conflict with others, we remove ourselves from all that is true. When we maintain ways that we've already discarded just to soothe the ignorance of those we love, we lose our access to what is eternal. Let me go back here. Besides this is the line from this message today, is often we give our right to renewal to accommodate the anxiety of those around us. But the fact that shedding, no matter how useful shedding could be or inevitable it is that we change and grow, it always has a pain of its own. Letting go of something has a pain. There is something to mourn a lot of times in our change, even though it's necessary, and a lot of times we want that. There's still part that we may miss. And there is a mourning process that I think needs to be honored in that. I love doing ceremonies. I think it's important to honor beginnings, middles, ends. And even in the shedding and letting go, even in the 1,000 different versions of ourselves that we've been, and some I would never, ever want to be again, there's parts I miss. And I'm sure we can think about that. And so there's pain in that shedding. But to choose other people over our own self it's just so hard to believe that it's that common, that it's in this book, and that it's shown to me over and over and over again. You think it's just, I thought it was just me, but I can't believe how many women have said that they have given up their existence. So we need to make sure of why. Sometimes there may be extraordinary circumstances, and it's a choice, and a darn beautiful choice. But when we cease to surface our most sensitive skin simply to avoid conflict with others, we remove ourselves from all that is true. When we maintain ways that we've already discarded, this is why our bodies don't trust us. This is why we don't trust ourselves, because we keep letting ourselves down. We know, our intuition, we've known it, and we may even say, I didn't want to do this again. And to me, this goes with that honoring ourselves. So if we're not, we'd better darn well make sure it's a damn good reason, not just to appease someone else or their anxiety. You know what? Get a handle of your own anxiety, because we're having to. I can't give up myself for your anxiety. That's your stuff. I'm sorry, but it is. I gotta deal with my own. If I'm trying to put out everybody else's anxiety, what the hey do you think is gonna happen to me? We need to honor ourselves. This is a good message today. So let's take a breath here. Let's take a breath here. Thanks, Deborah. I've been taking a few months. Let's close our eyes and ask yourself, close your eyes, let your breath settle. Just let everything settle. This was a powerful little message here, so let yourself come back down. Feel everything soften again. Come into the breath again. Find space again. And then ask yourself, what voices are asking you to keep your old skin and not to change? And once you have that, center yourself again and ask, what is the cost to you for not renewing your connection with all that is eternal? I'm not even sure we even know what our cost is until we can't walk anymore because we're so ridden with pain, because we've just kept absorbing it. This is an important message this year. I hope we get it. Hope we get it. Often we give up our right to renewal to accommodate the anxiety of those around us. If that doesn't say it, powerful. Mark Nepo, thank you. And deepest honest gratitude for stopping by, for practicing in this wonderful community for women. Your presence is appreciated. Your energy is important. And I can't thank you enough for sharing in these 6 years. And deep and honest gratitude, ladies. Have a blessed weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Namaste. Namaste.